Hello darlings, for today's video I'll be creating 3 looks with one palette using the Juvias Place Wahala Palette. For the first look, I'm starting off by priming my eyelids with the Pixi base in shade 0.5. This is going to create a blank canvas, hide any discoloration, and allow colors to appear more vibrant. Next, I'm picking up this blue shade called Love and applying this to the outer V using the Morphe M508 brush. I'm taking this up a bit higher than my crease, and then I'm dragging it down onto the outer part of my lower lash line as well, so that the shadow connects to the outer corner. Next, I'm grabbing this berry shade called BU and applying this to the crease next to the blue so that it's on the center of the eye. I'm also dragging it into the outer V on top of the blue a bit to darken that area. I'm just sweeping my brush back and forth to blend those shades together. After that, I'm applying the pink shade called Busybody along the upper edge of the berry shade in order to blend it horizontally. Next, I'm taking this coral shade and placing it next to the berry shade so that it is in the inner part of the crease, and I'm slightly sweeping it onto the berry shade to blend the two together. I'm adding some depth to that by applying the red shade called Fire on top of it, and then I'm applying the yellow shade called Over Sabi along the upper edge of it in order to blend it upwards. After that, I'm taking this clean, fluffy blending brush and slightly sweeping across the upper edge of the shadow in order to blend it even further. Then I'm applying the purple, coral, and yellow shades to the lower lash line in the same sequence as I applied them to the upper lid. Now that all of the blending is done, we can cut the crease. I'm creating a half cut crease for this look, and as always, I'm using the Pixi base in shade 0.5 and the Morphe JH42 brush. I'm starting by placing the product at the inner corner of the eye and dragging it up through the crease in sort of a semicircle shape, but I'm stopping about 3/4 the way across my eye. Since I have hooded eyes, I'm also taking the product up a bit higher than my natural crease. Once I've tapped the base out to be smooth, it's time to fill in that blank space. I'm applying the shimmery pink violet duochrome shade called Envy to the lid we cut out. Next, I'm adding some more of the blue to the outer V, and in order to blend that with the shimmery shade, I'm tapping on some of the matte lavender shade called Woke in between the two. Next, I'm highlighting the inner corner with the LA Girl Strobe Light Highlighter in the shade 110 Watt, as there's not really a light enough shimmer shade in the Wahala palette for this. Now for lashes, I'm curling my natural lashes, applying the Eyeko Lash Alert Mascara, and popping on some Visofree lashes in the style D20, which are available on Aliexpress. To camouflage the lash band, I'm tightlining with the Pixi Endless Silky Eye Pen, and finally, to open up the eyes, I'm applying the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk to my waterline, and that completes the first look. For the second look, I'm first tapping on some Pixi base to act as my eyeshadow primer. Then I'm mixing the berry and blue shades to create a more cool toned purple and applying that to my crease, going from the outer V to the inner corner. I'm tapping these two shades on so that they are really opaque and blend together, creating the unique shade that I'm going for. I like to start with the darkest shade first because I just find it easier to blend the shadow that way. Once I've achieved a good color payoff, I'm starting to move my brush back and forth to blend the outer edge of the shadow a bit, and I'm also dragging that shade down onto the outer part of my lower lash line, connecting it to the shadow that's in the outer corner of the eye. Now to blend that out, I'm sweeping on some of the pink shade called Busybody along the edge of the purple and applying that to the front of the lower lash line as well. I'm just sweeping my brush back and forth using small circular and windshield wiper motions until the two shades create a gradient effect going from dark to light. Next, I'm taking this clean, fluffy blending brush and lightly sweeping it along the outer edge of the shadow to blend everything even more. Now to fill in the center of the lid that we haven't touched yet, I'm applying the metallic blue-green duochrome shade called Power using the Morphe M508 brush. I'm also adding a bit of this to the outer part of the lower lash line. To add a touch of sparkle, I'm tapping on a very small amount of the aqua green glitter shade called Yanga onto the center of the lid. Now for my inner corner highlight, I'm applying the Ofra Cosmetics Glazed Donut highlighter. For lashes, I'm first curling my lashes, then I'm applying mascara and popping on the Visofree lashes in the style D20. Next, I'm tightlining with the Pixi Endless Silky Eye Pen, and finally, I'm applying the Ofra Navy Blue Eyeliner to my waterline, and that completes the second look. For the third look, we're going to be creating another half-cut crease. As always, I'm starting off by priming my eyelids with the Pixi base using the Morphe JH36 brush. Next, I'm picking up the matte berry shade called BU and applying this into the crease, going from the inner corner of the eye to the outer corner. To achieve a good color payoff, I'm mostly packing this shade on rather than swiping it. Once I've applied a good amount, I'm sweeping my brush across the edge of it to blend it a little before going in with the next lighter shade. I'm also dragging this onto my lower lash line. Now going in with the matte red shade called Fire, which is slightly lighter than the shade before it, I'm sweeping my brush back and forth along the outer edge of the berry shade on both the upper and lower lids until it's blended. Next, I'm making sure everything is seamlessly blended by gently sweeping this clean, fluffy blending brush around the outer edge of all of the shadow. Now I'm cutting the crease with the Pixi Base and JH42 brush, and once again I'm creating a half cut crease, which simply means I'm only cutting out half of the crease so the base doesn't go past the outer corner of the eye as it would if I was fully cutting the crease. To fill in the area we've cut out, I'm first applying the yellow shade called Ofra Sabi to the inner third of the lid. Then I'm picking up this shimmery green shade called Fighter and applying this to the center of the lid. To blend the two together, I'm sweeping on a bit more of the yellow shade so that it slightly overlaps with the green. Now for the outer third that's left over, I'm applying the matte blue shade called Love and blending that with the outer V by adding some more of the berry shade next to it. For glitter, I'm first tapping on some of the NYX glitter primer all over my lid beneath the crease. Then I'm applying the blue glitter called Clout on top of the blue shade, the aqua green glitter called Yanga on top of the green shade, and the gold glitter called Pepper Goaty on top of the yellow shade. For the inner corner, I'm applying the Ofra Glazed Donut Highlighter. For lashes, I'm first curling my lashes, applying the Eyeko mascara, and popping on the same Visofree lashes in the style D20. Next, I'm applying the Pixi Endless Silky Eye Pen to my upper and lower waterlines and buffing out the lower with the JH38 brush. Finally, I'm adding mascara to my bottom lashes. And that completes the 3 looks using the Juvias Place Wahala Palette. Let me know which out of the 3 looks was your favorite in the comments below, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time!